Okay, here goes. We just do these things off the cuff. Another lost principle of Christ, okay? Lost principle of Christ. And here it is. Be ye not conformed to the things of this world. Just let that thought for a moment just resonate. Be ye not conformed to this world. Because this world and everything about it is a lie. And we have all fallen for it. We're guilty of it. We've been told this is right and that's wrong. So now I'm right and I'm doing everything right. And this person here that, well, he said this and he's doing, they're wrong. And all you got to do is look at the presidential debates. They're right, they're wrong. I know this, you don't know that. And these are supposed to be brilliant people. We're caught up in the I. Now, that's one of the things, of the greatest brainwashing there ever is and was are the things of this world. Now, right here, this is supposed to be an inspiring message just from a customer that wanted to send this to me. And then you see this person here, and they're on the top of a nice mountain overlooking the valley. And the little saying right here, the ladder of success is never crowded at the top. You know, Napoleon Hill, brilliant mind, right? Be transformed by the renewing of the mind, okay? And be not conformed to this world. Don't fall for this. You know, there's two sides to every coin. So what this is telling me is that I got to beat the hell out of everybody else to get to the top. And I, which is a lie. There is no I. There's, let's just call it a we. But there's not even a we. We're really just all one. But our minds are going to try to latch on to something we know, something we've been told, a concept we've been told, a label about something we've been told is true. And so as soon as we hear anything, our minds are already at work distorting it. So the way to not be conformed to this world is stop thinking. Because the thinking is of this world. Number one, we think the whole world's out there and I'm a victim of something going on. And if I am going to change that person, we've got to do this. You know, I once heard the only sin there ever was is the thought for self. Okay? The only sin that there ever is and was and ever will be is the thought for self. You know, how many times do we see something on Facebook or on TV when somebody did something and next thing we know, drag them through the mud. They need to be killed. Torture them. That's disgusting. Because I'm wonderful. And they need to be more like me. Remember, this thing that we call God is really omnipotent, omniperfect, everything. Yet we think we know more than God. And how can this happen? It's happening because of my self-interest. What do I got to do to get to the top? I don't want to go to the top by myself. I want all of us together. It's ridiculous. Our colleges teach this kind of stuff. You know? I know it sounds silly, but I mean, we're taught how to go out and beat the other person out of getting the job by saying teaching us how to say just the right thing. We're all being taught these concepts and these lies. When we've all said it, let go and let God, but we don't do it. Just let go. Now that is not of this world. That is how we become transformed with a renewed mind. And remember this, nothing is as it seems. And let this soak in. Be transformed by the renewing of the mind. The mind is not aware of consciousness. Consciousness is aware of the mind. You are complete consciousness, but you've fallen for the illusion that you got to believe in the things of the mind. And I'm going to try to explain it in an analogy. Your mind is like the clouds in the sky. And there comes a dark cloud, and it affects you this way, and all these clouds are our thoughts, or not our thoughts, just thoughts. We don't even know where our thoughts come from. And we put energy in those thoughts, and our mind just starts thinking about it, and then as soon as we see something out there, and all of a sudden we create a certain cloud with our minds. We are actually becoming the creators of a cloudy world, of a world filled with, I don't know, just bad weather, if you will. But you're not the clouds, you're the sky. Your true self is the sky. And the sky is never affected by the clouds. There's nothing, the clouds, the weather, nothing can change the sky. You can't do nothing to it. It just is. And you just are. So don't be conformed by focusing on the clouds, which is what the world tells us to do. If a cloud goes by, it goes by. Don't put any meaning behind it. Don't put any concept behind it. You know, one of the worst things that causes division is language. Now, you know, how do you speak of things that are not of this world? Like, what did Christ say? Be ye in this world, but not of this world. But it's very hard to bring a message to wake humanity up, if you will, because you're using words of this world. How can you speak of that which is not of this world when using the words of this world? It's paradox. So don't become wise. Don't become knowledgeable. Everything that I say or that you hear and that we listen, it's a pointer to nothingness. Okay? Be not conformed to this. This world is all about something. All about you got to do this. You got to do this to be better. It's all about the I. And what is the I doing? The I is the illusion. We're not accomplishing anything by the only, if there is a purpose in this world, it's self-realization. And that self-realization is, for starters, coming to the understanding of I am that I am. And as you sit here with me right now, you're aware that there's somebody over here on the other side talking, speaking. It doesn't take any effort to be aware, does it? It doesn't take any effort. That is who you are. But we're so busy chasing, because the world's told us we got to chase. And the world holds a carrot out here. And if you can only make it to this carrot, you're going to be happy. And you might make it to that carrot, and then all of a sudden, there's another carrot. But we've all heard, be still and know that I'm God. But let go and let God. But don't even use the word God. Now, and if that frightens you when I say don't use the word God and causes some kind of separation, that's a thought that we're allowed to let go of, because now there's no separation. And you're going to feel more at one with me. And just let go. Because then as soon as I say, the ego is a tricky thing. As soon as I say, I'm letting God, now I'm letting God do everything. Just let go. Stop. There's nothing to do. You're already there. You're in complete stillness. You're in complete awareness. There's nothing you have to do. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? That's where it's at. It's not in all of this. It's not in beating everybody out to get somewhere to the top. Everything is a pointer to nothingness. Don't become knowledgeable. Is a little child knowledgeable? A little child's not knowledgeable. But Jesus says, suffer the little children, for such is the kingdom of God. And let's, again, those are just words. Those are just words. Don't start saying, well, he said there's a kingdom of God and we're going to rest somewhere. And again, our finite, these egoistic, earthly minds want to hold on to a thought that, oh, isn't that going to be nice? And we start planning these, just like he was just using a word to suggest that greatness is found in a child. And there is a thought I want to share. Again, these are just words. Right now, you're in complete bliss, complete awareness, complete everything. We're in a world of experience. And we're always trying to experience something, because we know that next experience is just going to make my life so much better. Well, the experience is already there. We're out chasing it. Let go. To be transformed by the renewing of the mind, let go of thoughts. Now, that doesn't mean, okay, how do I fix the radio in my vehicle? Or, I got to add something up. I'm using thought. I'm talking about the thoughts of everything I've ever been told. Everything I've ever been told. Do you remember back when you were going to school and we were taught that whatever we're seeing in the world is upside down, and our eyes, our optics somehow turn it right side up. So even this world is upside down. It's that simple. This world is upside down. So just as a little analogy, take, for instance, you've got water draining on a road and it's coming to the drain in the road, but it's covered by leaves and brush, and the water can't drain. Well, I want to suggest to you that all this brush and leaves and everything that's over the drain is nothing but thought. Nothing but a bunch of clouds that we've attached ourselves to. Remember, you're not the clouds, you're the sky. That's self-realization. As you let go of the thoughts, and those thoughts are just let go of, the water, as And the more thoughts you let go, the more this water, this rush of water can come into the drain. And that rush of water is the bliss, the happiness, the restfulness, the peacefulness that everybody's searching for through thought. You're already there. There's nothing to chase. Well, all right. So, just because somebody is supposed to be smart and supposed to know it all doesn't mean they do. The greatest brainwashing is that of this world. And words, you know, as soon as I say the word black, I've created division. That's why we really just let go of the words. Because black means something. And we put a label on, this is what black is, and this is what white is. And let it all go. Let all thought, all labels, all concepts go and be transformed by the renewing of the mind. Thank you for sharing a few moments with me today. And a lost principle of Christ. Love out.